What's up, all my fellow Uniters? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope they're catching Pokemon, winning matches. MEOWSCARADA came out today, and, quick overview. Well, first of all, I know it's super expensive, so that's why you're not going to see it much. The way you have to get it, you either got to pay like 20 bucks or, do the timed missions, and they only give you so, overall, it's just like double the price of any Pokemon, so that's kind of crappy. But I went ahead and bought it, so, I took the hit. And overall, the Pokemon, I'm gonna say straight off the bat, I saw Chris Hero's tweet saying it's a little, underwhelming, and it kind of is. It's definitely not OP. It doesn't, I've tried a bunch of different movesets. I feel like Mimikyu Trick Room Play Rough was, really bad when it came out, then Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw was amazing. This is, I found a little bit of success with the, Flower Bomb double team moveset. You can fling a illusionary version of yourself at them, and then teleport to it to cause stun, and then activate your Flower Bomb, do an attack, and then detonate the Flower Bomb. So it has a bit of a combo ability, and can be kind of strong. That, I feel like the double team, teleporting in on them, and then doing the paralyze around them is really good. I feel like that is actually a pretty good thing, kit for the Pokemon. The Unite move can be really strong, but oh man, if you miss it, it feels horrible. It feels a bit like a Gardevoir Unite move, but almost even harder to get value out of, because you need to, you walk in kind of the direction you were going, and you do your whole little cute sassy dance, and it does a good amount of damage, but it's not you can easily miss it, and it can feel horrible, especially in the end game. Oh man, you think you're gonna get a big one, then it just doesn't work out that way. If you team it, I feel like this Pokemon works so well if someone teams with you, they do a good little team combo with you, especially if there was a Gardevoir Unite and then you walk in it, or maybe a Blastoise Unite, pop them up, and you're kind of around that area and doing continuous damage to them. But I would say the Unite move is easily one of the better parts of the Pokemon. The Night Slash Trailblaze moveset kind of felt like a pseudo Absol type of gameplay. I felt like I was just jumping in on them, doing kind of a heavy slash, and kind of trying to do a little bit more damage after that. But the Pokemon is squishy wallop. Oh my goodness, you are just... It's hard because you have to throw yourself in there with certain movesets. Almost with all the movesets, you really throw yourself in there, but you're very squishy, and you're not insane mobility. You're not dashing from Pokemon to Pokemon to Pokemon like Zoroark. So it's hard. This is why I just feel like this Pokemon definitely is gonna see somewhat of a buff. I know I said that for Inteleon and Mimikyu, and they both turned out to be low-key amazing. But I don't know, I've put in a few games of this Pokemon, and it seems like you can see success. I had a clutch win, felt really good, but were we kind of getting stomped a lot of the game? And yeah, that was kind of the case a little bit. But right now, I'm gonna say, is it worth the money? Save your 20 bucks. This is super expensive, so save your money, because it's not even, it's far from free. And once again, it's a younger person's game. It's not like people in the Pokemon community are rich and just can shell out 20 bucks per Pokemon, especially because it's a very international game. So I feel like in either other countries, or it's, just money is not, this is not free, it doesn't just fall off the trees. So save your, wait until the Unite license comes around at least, because, or get some petals first and then buy the Pokemon. Don't go full gems, just don't do it. The Pokemon needs a tiny bit of a buff first, and it has a little bit of a learning curve, but like I'm saying, the illusionary moveset, where you put out your double team partner, they run towards someone, then you can teleport onto them, cause stun, and also throw the Flower Bomb right before that, then you teleport onto them, do an attack, because you want to do damage to make the Flower Bomb grow first, and then you activate it to do the most amount of damage. So I have had some, I don't want to say the Pokemon's terrible, because I honestly really enjoy it. I'm definitely going to main it for a bit, because I really like the skill challenge of it all. But is it I feel like it's almost a worse version of Absol. Maybe it could use a little overall stat boost. Even when I went in the jungle, I noticed it kind of got out of the jungle a little slow. It's not jungling as fast as even a low level Decidueye, a Rowlet or anything like that. It's a little, the attack is not incredible. The moves don't do a ton of damage. You can still come out of the jungle and do work. I'm not gonna be oh, it's just struggling so hard. It's it's struggling compared to some of the upper tier Pokemon, and you know, I feel like it just needs a little bit of a team effort to really get things going. But I do think it can be successful, and it's not a terrible Pokemon. If you really like the Pokemon and you want to challenge yourself, I feel like it almost has that like Blaziken feel to it. Like, if you really like the Pokemon and you want to challenge yourself and really learn a Pokemon that might not be like brain dead, then I feel like this would be the Pokemon for you. But get some petals first, because it is pretty expensive. I had 500 gems already sitting in my account, and then I got like a $10 card, and then I still did a couple challenges to get the petals. Like, I won a few games as a defender, as an all-arounder, got a couple petals, and then even then it was 1,000 gems still after that. So like, geez, I know it's kind of expensive just for one character. So just wanted to do that quick rundown. Hope you're enjoying the game. Get out there, try MEOWSCARADA. I'm not sure how people actually say it. I think that's how you say it. I never played Scarlet and Violet. But if you have the money, you know, try it. If you want to challenge yourself, try it. But if you're a little on the fence about the Pokemon, just be a little patient. You know, there's not even going to be that many people using it anyway, because it needs a bit of a oomph before it really can hit the mainstream and be doing damage. I know Dragapult's making a ton of noise this season. It's not a Dragapult. It's not an Inteleon. Like, it's not like one-tapping people all like that, and it always has to throw itself into danger, on top of being very squishy, so you can't even front-load it with attack. You can't just run all attack stuff and have no defense. That's just not gonna work. You need... I had to run it with at least Focus Band to get a little health back during these engagements. I even throw a potion on it, because you're diving in every single time. When you send your double team partner out to start hitting them and you teleport onto them, now you're on top of them. And it's not like you're shredding them after that. You're not one-tapping them like Absol with 3,000 damage with a back strike, that critical hit or something. It's just, it's gonna take a little bit of time, and I think the Pokemon will need a slight buff. Maybe just some overall, a little bit more, like, maybe a little defense and a tiny bit more attack. Maybe no attack at all. Maybe it's fine the way it is, but maybe a little more defense. I'm not sure. Really, it's gonna take a little bit of time. So definitely get out there, see what you think about the Pokemon yourself. If you're feeling frivolous, or that's not the word, but you know, you're feeling like you can spend it, it's not gonna hurt your bank account, and everything's like all good. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one. Definitely like and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon breakdowns and, you know, more initial character releases. And I'll see you guys in the next one.